you. Can we get to 10,000 likes? Thank you so much. Can we get to 10,000 likes? And let me also put the rules forward before we start. Now, I know life is not all about men. Life is not all about getting married. Life is not all about relationships. We know that. I'm just putting these disclaimers out there, right? However, for today, for what we're talking about specifically, the women are coming up because they want to get an outside opinion outside of a woman, okay? They want a male's perspective. We know life doesn't revolve around men. We know men will cheat if you're pretty, if you're slim, if you're big, if you're tall, if you're perfect, if you're young, if you're old. We know that. So now that we got that out of the way, please keep in mind that the guest coming up tonight is here to help. I asked them to be respectful but honest, okay? I already coddle you guys. I already wear, how do you say, kid gloves when I speak to you guys, right? And because I want you to level up, I want you guys to grow. I want us all to grow and be better. I wanted to switch things up. Please don't start. Don't start.
Hey, how are you? Hold on a second.
Okay.
How's everything?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. Well, thank you for coming back. Coach Paul was up here, I want to say, almost a year ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he came up a year ago, and I think a lot of the guests liked Coach Paul. So I want you to introduce yourself and tell my audience like who you are.
First of all, I want to say, Ashley, I love your platform. I think you are doing an amazing thing for these women. I follow you on a regular basis. One thing I love about you is that you actually represent what you're speaking about. This ain't fluff. I could tell what I did with you. This is not fluff. This is the real deal. My name is Coach Paul. I am a 30-plus dating relationship coach. I've been doing dating relationship coaching probably since 2010. I've been doing it for a long time. I wrote my first book in 2016. I've written many books since then. And I'm just into helping women win when it comes to dating a relationship. I'm passionate about it. I do this pretty much every day. I breathe, eat, sleep it. And I'm just happy to be here with y'all tonight.
We have Andre. Hello, Andre. Welcome in.
Ashley, what's going on? Coach Paul, how you feeling?
What's up, bro? What's going on?
How are you? So you have been on my platform as well. I want to say last year you did come up. Yes, for the dating panel. Yep. Yes. Okay, welcome in. Can you introduce yourself to the chat?
It's a pleasure to be here. Chat, hello. I'm Andre Hatchett from New York, Jamaican descent, currently living in Atlanta, Georgia. Full-time entrepreneur, was once married. And for context, about 90% of my friends are married.
Okay.
And or engaged, even my friends in their 20s. So if I don't have first-hand experience, I got second-hand experience on how to help you ladies out.
Okay, wonderful. So ladies, you can start requesting to join the live. Request to join. Come on up. Don't be shy. We usually have a line of people. Come on up. I think
It's
everyone's so shy tonight. Yes.
But here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. It gets no better than honest feedback from somebody who is not trying to get with you.
Yes.
The best feedback you can get.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So if I was hollering at you at the bar and asked you what you're looking for, you would say what?
I would say, hi. I'll be nice about it. I'd be like, hi. I am not looking for casual. I'm looking for my future husband. If you're broke, get out my face.
Now, this is a great job, Ashley.
Hi. Thank you. Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Hi, Coach. Hi, Andre.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Ash, I've been trying to get on here since the beginning.
I see. So give us, Lisa, give us how old you are, where you're from. Are you single, dating, in a relationship?
My name is Lisa, based in New Jersey. I am 24 years old and I am single, never married.
Okay, fellas, first impression. Andre looks impressed.
Yeah.
First impression is hot. She's a hot lady. And she came dressed up with the lipstick, hair done. She's hot.
Thank you.
Yeah, very pretty. Energy is definitely really, really good. The smile is amazing. Definitely have a very welcoming presence. I don't think you would have problem with men approaching you because you have a very welcoming presence. Just a real nice, clean, sexy look. It looks good. You look good.
Thank you. I think my issue, Ashley, is people are, claiming that I'm a gold digger because when I go and I express myself, I say, I want a man that's a provider. I don't want to deal with a broke man. I don't want to deal with a dusty. And I'm a little bit honest about it. And I need the opinion on the man on the panel. Does that make me a gold digger because I'm so blunt about it?
How do you say it? So,
Exactly
so
how I
if I
just
was
said it.
hollering at you, if I was hollering at you at the bar and asked you what you're looking for, you would say what?
I would say, hi. I'll be nice about it. I'd be like, hi. I am not looking for casual. I'm looking for my future husband. If you're broke, get out my face.
I
Oh
wouldn't
yeah.
say that last part
Oh, my bad.
because it gives off that you date broke guys, and you don't want to give that.
But I have dated
So
broke
just
guys.
you don't have to say it.
Okay. Okay, maybe I
It
should
does
say,
nothing. So it does nothing for you to tell us that you date broke guys or have dated.
okay,
It
maybe I
doesn't help
should.
you at all.
Andre, are you saying
Yeah,
I
you
shouldn't
don't.
say, like, don't date broke men? Is that what you're saying?
Don't that whole last part. Don't say any of that. Just say I'm looking for my future husband, and don't say the broke guys part. That's not needed.
Okay.
So let me ask you a question. Okay, your last 3 relationships. Okay, were those men wealthy men?
Yes. I was engaged for almost 3 years. That was my last relationship, and he was 100% a provider.
Okay, and so what happened with that relationship?
He became very possessive. His culture, I think, where he grew up, they're very possessive and stuff like that. So I didn't want to deal with that. Couldn't go out. After almost 3 years, I realized I can't have freedom. So I decided to leave. So
Well,
So
that was the one
Lisa,
that you just got.
Yeah, I was about to say Lisa Pisa. What about the very last relationship that
Yeah.
you were uppy about, Lisa, that you went viral
oh no, I don't want to talk
months
about that.
ago? Uh-huh.
I don't want to talk about that one. I forgot.
That was the I think last relationship.
Okay.
What happened with
I
that?
was I was with somebody, but then he cheated on, well, he didn't cheat on me. He was married. He has 6 kids with that woman, 8 years, and I found out he was with her when he was with me.
Okay.
That was my last relationship, but we never, like, in terms of like engagement, like we actually like serious. He never really did all those steps, but that was my last relationship. So
So
Ashley
you've
is
had so you've had 3 relationships with 3 well-off men, and none of those worked.
yeah, two. The last one, the one that was married, and the one that was for 3 years.
So let me ask you this question. So they didn't work. What do you think did you attribute anything to that not working?
I don't know. I think maybe I'm too stubborn. Maybe that's what it is. Um,
That was
I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, but at least like I can take accountability that I am very stubborn. I like
So
what I like.
this is what I typically tell women to do that I coach, right? Because what I find with a lot of women, y'all want a lot, but there's no real, like I said earlier, there's no real preparation. Because if you've had 3 relationships with what you said you want in a man, which is financial stability, you've had 3 of them and 3 of them didn't work. Now you're looking for a 4th one. What's the guarantee that this 4th one is going to work if you haven't made any adjustments? The first thing I would do if I was you is sit down and take some time to yourself to reflect if you want something for real. Now, if you just out here playing freelance and you want somebody for a period of time to have fun for a minute and then move on to the next one, what I'm saying ain't even gonna matter. But what I would do if I was you is sit down with a journal and do some deep reflection of those past relationships to figure out what was it that keep causing you to have these particular men that you say you want, but then that you're fumbling them. It's not working out for some reason, right? This is what needs to happen, because what's going to end up happening, sis, you're going to keep getting these types of men just because of your look alone. But these men, for some reason or another, something you ain't bringing to the table that they're not wanting to commit with you for long term. That's the problem. You want long term commitment. So you got to figure out Why are these men not wanting to commit with you long term? Because I can almost promise you when they leave you and go to somebody else, they're probably committed. I can almost promise you. Yeah, I already know. I know.
Coach, I can tell you what's the issue already with me. I can tell you what it is. I don't love myself. I've never loved myself. I struggle with loving myself. So when I'm in relationships, it takes me a while to realize that people, sometimes they do me dirty and stuff. I don't love myself. I don't know if that's
So
the issue,
let me
but
ask you. Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this quick question. So, how much time are you taking in between these relationships?
not a lot of time.
Come on, sis. Come on, sis. Come on now. You ain't. What you talking about? You up here talking about another one? You ain't ready. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Coach, do you not understand? I don't love myself. They give me validation. Do you not understand? Like, I literally, like, before I came on the live, like, I look at myself in the mirror and I just hate what I see. Like, I really do.
Okay.
You know, and when I saw that Ashley was up, I'm trying not to get emotional, really. I'm really trying. I got dressed up. I put my lipstick on. I try to get my hair pretty because I know that Ashley talks a lot about appearance and she's giving me advice. Because you have to, look, it makes you feel beautiful. But I still look in the mirror even after I did all that. And I'm like, I'm so ugly. I was like, I shouldn't even come on this live. But I just need, like, I don't know.
Lisa, are you in therapy? Are you in therapy right now, Lisa?
Right.
I am. I am, but
Okay. So
I think I'm like losing it,
And maybe taking a step back from dating. That's what it feels like too. Like doing the therapy and taking a step back from dating while you start working on you and finding your worth. I think that's kind of important right now, Lisa. You need to just take a step back.
Okay.
Because you got time. She said you you're only 20. You said you're 20 what?
I'm 24.
Yeah.
Listen, since you got a lot of time. What I would be doing right now if I was you, because you've already identified that there's some things going on, I would take the next maybe 6 months to a year and just work on you. You ain't even 30 years old yet, sis. You got plenty of time. But what you don't want to do is keep going and hooking up with these men and wasting a lot of your life away. Then here you are, 40, 45 years old, still, out here getting, mistreated, misused and all this kind of stuff. Slow down. Get the help you need. Get your self-esteem and everything where it needs to be. And those things that you desire, they're going to come wrapped up in the right man. But just take the time to do the work on yourself. You got time. It's no hurry.
Okay.
All right. I hope that was helpful. You're welcome, Lisa. Have a good night, okay?
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Andre. Thank you, Ashley.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Look, you'll be fine. I have a comment. So, great luck to the sister. Hope she takes the time to get in therapy and she'll find a man, no problem. But the answer is something that she has said. You are very rarely going to find a full provider who's not somewhat light possessive and light controlling.
Yes.
Providing and, light, not extreme, light controlling, light possessiveness, it kind of goes hand in hand. So if a woman doesn't want that, she could look at another financial dynamic. It just ain't going to happen.
You know what I tell ladies a lot of times, and this is the thing I want y'all ladies to hear, is that your only goal in life is not to be in a relationship. That's not your only goal. You should have other things you're focused on, that you're working toward, that you're trying to accomplish. Those things should be just as important as you meeting your person, right? And especially at 20 and 24, 25, you need to be so locked in that you ain't even focusing on that. Because I tell women this all the time. A lot of times, let's be clear, your person is wrapped up in your purpose. A lot of times, your person is wrapped up in your purpose. You don't want to meet somebody in your life when you on your ascent. Because if they're not ascending as well, now they're going to slow you down. And now your purpose is halted. Why? Because you're trying to be with a person that ain't moving. You want to keep ascending. And then when you get close to where you're supposed to be, a lot of times your person is going to show up in your life. And it's going to almost be an effortless type of situation. Don't just focus on relationship. Focus on all of your goals.
Let me also ask you this, Crystal. Does he need to make a certain amount of money per year? Does he need to be, let's say, the internet stereotypical type of guy? Just so we can gauge as to how you need to show up to attract that type of man.
Yes.
So I'm going to say yes. and it's not coming from a I'm a gold digger place or I'm trying to sit around and you need to be the
You
whole
don't need to
table.
explain.
I'm sorry.
You don't need to explain the why.
Okay. Yes, he does.
Now, and I'm gonna be honest with you, because Ashley said just come in and we're gonna give y'all the business and love tonight. When I see you, honestly, you have a super friendliness about you, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but in a lot of cases, I can see how men will put you in the friend zone. It's you really give off a vibe that this gonna be my homie right here, but I might smash if it came to that.
Hello, Crystal.
Hey. Okay,
Hi.
done this. Let me see if I can flip this camera on. There we go.
Hi, Crystal. Welcome in.
Thank you. How you guys doing?
What's going
Hello,
on?
Good.
Crystal. How you feeling?
Good. So,
Hold on one second, Crystal. So when you guys do come up, I want us to give your age, where you're from, and are you single, dating, married, and then I'll have the guys give their first impressions. Okay?
okay. Sorry, my puppy is barking in the background, but she waits until I get on the phone to do the most. My name is Crystal. I am 46 years old. I recently retired from the federal government. I do real estate on the side. I I have like a YouTube channel called Crystal Clear Convos. It's a Christian based kind of funny platform. And I am single. I'm divorced 16 years. And it has been challenging just trying to get back in the flow of things. Not that I don't want to date. I just kind of always get put in that friend, good girlfriend, because I'm real cool, I'm real down to earth, so I'm always that good girlfriend. Or I don't know. And to be honest, I will be honest, I don't really go anywhere. So I have been doing myself an injustice in not getting out, not really engaging on dating platforms. There's nobody in church that I'm interested in. So just I don't know. Give me something.
Okay. So, fellas, can you give your first impression of Crystal?
Yeah, I'll
Well,
go
I
first.
didn't get up here dressed, so I'm sorry.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Great energy. Love the lipstick. You don't look 46. You look great for your age.
Thank you.
The
I
hair is
appreciate
popping.
it. Thank you.
Your hair flow is your hair flow. Where do you live?
Virginia.
I can't see your body, so I can't critique that. But you're lovely looking. I think your only problem is probably you don't leave the house.
Yeah.
What kind of man do you want? Like your top 3 to 5 must-haves in a man.
Okay.
What are those?
Top 3 to 5. I would say first he has to be a man of God. Like he has to align with my spiritual beliefs because I am a Christian. Like, yeah, I go to church every once in a while. Like I'm involved in church.
Gotcha.
I want someone who is because I have been in leadership roles with my job. I need somebody that has a strong personality, that has vision, that is willing to lead, but also listen to me and allow me to have input. Um, Somebody that has a sense of humor,
Okay.
and somebody that is willing to be faithful and communicate well.
Let me also ask you this, Crystal, because it sounds like you want a guy who has like a great character. He's responsible. He's reliable. That's kind of what I'm hearing, right?
Yeah.
He's going to show up and do the things. Does he need to make a certain amount of money per year? Does he need to be, let's say, the internet stereotypical type of guy? Just so we can gauge as to how you need to show up to attract that type of man.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say yes. And it's not coming from a I'm a gold digger place or I'm trying to sit around and you need to be the
You
whole
don't need to
table.
explain.
But
You don't need to explain. It's all good.
I'm sorry.
You don't need to explain the why.
Okay. Yes, he does because I've done well for myself, and so I think I will have that expectation. I do have that expectation that he makes a certain amount.
Okay, so you
What's the
want
number?
him to make a certain amount so you can live a certain lifestyle. Let's say so now your job becomes a hobby. So I would assume like a high value man. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, I would appreciate a high value man.
So fellas, what would she need to do and how would she need to show up? Not that she's not beautiful, we're not saying that, but what from the outside looking in would she need to do to attract that type of guy?
Can you pull up her Instagram, Ashley?
Oh, do you guys want to look at her Instagram? Yeah. Do you guys
Definitely.
can you guys look at her
If you
Insta?
want a full review, it would help.
You know what?
Okay.
Based upon me looking at her and her being here right now, one of the things I would suggest is that because I could tell when Andre asked you about, I think it was either Ashley or Andre that they asked you about what is it that you're looking for. One of the things I always tell women that there's a level of preparation that goes into this, right? And the first things first is to know exactly what it is that you're looking for, that you want, that you desire, right? I always this is the thing I always do with women. Ashley, I always ask them two questions. The first question I ask them, I said, if you wanted to buy a house, tell me everything you want in that house. Most women to give you the details down to the foundation almost, right? But when I ask you about what type of man you want, and that lets me know that you haven't really sat down and really thought this thing out. And that's first things first. You have to be crystal clear on what it is that you desire. Now, and I'm gonna be honest with you because Ashley said just come in and we're gonna give y'all the business of love tonight. I know I am anyway. When I see you, honestly, you have a super friendliness about you, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But in a lot of cases, I can see how men will put you in the friend zone. I probably would see you and try to get at you because it's one thing about, I would probably want to, what I'm saying, I might see you and want to be intimate, but because of how friendly you are, and it's just too, I probably wouldn't make you my girl. Now, does that mean being friendly will put you in a bad space? No, it doesn't. But there's something about a woman who's very poised, is what I'm trying to, maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Super duper poised to the point where when a man sees her, he understands this ain't a woman that could be played with, and this is a woman that when I come into her life, I'm gonna have to bring my A game, right? It's you really give off a vibe that this gonna be my homie right here, but I might smash if it came to that.
Okay, I can take that.
So does that look like
Well,
maybe
let me
Crystal
ask you
needs
this
to?
though. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe Crystal, you need to be more quote unquote put together. That doesn't mean like a face full of makeup. I'm not saying that, right? But just more put together and maybe change up how forward she is or how friendly she is. Would that be the change, Coach Paul,
Say that
that you're
again.
saying?
Say that
Would
once
it
more.
be how she put? Would it be how she puts herself together and her energy? Is that what you're saying?
It's the energy for me. It really is, and it could be
Okay.
because I don't know if it's because you in a relaxed environment right now. Whatever. It's a little different. I don't know. You might have a different energy once you step out. I don't know. But one of the things about it is for men that are really movers and shakers, we're gonna look for certain things in a particular woman that we want to have on our own. Now, as far as beauty, you're a beautiful woman. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you're not beautiful. You're very, very attractive, and you will draw a lot of men. You're going to draw a lot of men are going to want to come in your direction because you're a beautiful woman. But the thing about it is I just don't see. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Even when you get on camera, a lot of times what you do on camera is kind of in a way what you do in real life. The fact that you kind of like slouched a little bit.
Well, I'm sitting on a stool. I don't have a real chair, so
I get what you're saying, but still, you know what I'm saying? If this is my normal positioning, no matter what I'm sitting in, this is my posture. I'm coming in with a level of confidence, and you can see it in how what I bring to the camera, regardless of what I'm sitting on. I'm here. I'm already here because this is what I typically do, right? So in all of that, it's just like it's just giving me a real friend effect right now. It really is. It's not giving me a deep lover, deep. It just gives me somebody cool I can hang out with, have a great time. She seemed like a great person.
yeah. I do want to say though, I feel like if we could just revisit the part about where I said you said that I kind of hesitated when she asked what I wanted. Um, I don't want. I do have a list. I know what I want, and somebody that is spiritually sound and their beliefs align with mine and all that. I'm not because of my age. I'm not. He don't have to be 6'3" have a six pack, do all that. Like, I don't feel like starting out with somebody's physical attributes necessarily makes me more defined in knowing what I want from a man.
For the man who kind of friend zoned you, what did they say to you exactly?
Um, it's not necessarily what they say. It's just, I take things at face value. If you don't follow up, if you're not consistent,
Yes.
if you're not doing certain things, then I take that as you're not interested. So I'm okay with that because I'm not for everyone. And
I
if you're
got
not
you.
attracted to me or whatever it is, whatever reason, even if it's that you already have a whole lineup, you got a whole bench full, like that's fine. So it's not necessarily what they say because they never just come out and be like, well, you're just cool. I don't look at you like that. I never get that. But
How are you dressing on dates? What's your typical dress style on dates?
I like to dress up. I'm not much of a sneaker person. I like heels. Um,
Okay.
but I know how to dress down too. So if it's an event or an occasion where I need to be casual, I will. But I like my heels, and I'm a tall girl, so I'm 5'9". I like my heels. I'll be a good 5'11", almost 6 feet with my heels on, and I'm okay with that. I'm very confident.
All right.
When I walk in a room, I definitely give presence. Um, but I appreciate kindness too, and a lot of times people automatically think that you're stuck up or that you're a mean girl or you. So yeah, I'm going to keep my smile. I'm going to keep my friendliness just because I'm big on kindness.
But
That's
I
what.
will say, Crystal, your energy doesn't read stuck up or
At all.
itchy. You
Nah.
don't give that vibe at all. You
Okay.
give approachable. You give approachable energy. I don't get the vibe stuck up. I don't get that at
Yeah.
all. Yeah,
I think you
I
can
will
get what
say
she's
that.
looking for.
Somebody said it's a shirt. It probably is because I have on a t-shirt, but I was cold, so I just threw this on.
Hmm.
But
That's what
yeah,
it is. That's what it is, Andre. What you said, it's like, it goes back to what we had said about in the beginning. This is for any woman that's listening, right? If you are a woman and you saying you want high value, whatever y'all like to call it, type of man, there's rules to that. There's levels to this, right? Ways of operation for that. If you want a regular, just to kind of like man that you know what I'm saying, there's operations for that as well. You just gotta really be clear on what it is you want. And when I was saying to you about knowing the details, when I talk about details, I'm not always talking about money. Everybody always bringing up money, but money don't make you a great person. You can have money and be a jerk, right? We all know that. We've seen that, right? But what I'm talking about, you want to go to the details. What kind of body do you want him to have? What about the demographics? What about faith? What about education?
Lifestyle.
What about lifestyle? Lifestyle. What about
Yeah.
lifestyle? What about looks? Do you want him to be a reader? What type of things? All these things you want to put into the details of what you're looking for. Now, once you get these on paper, it doesn't mean that some of these things are not adjustable because they should be. Because at the end of the day, I might say in the beginning, I want a man that's 6'2". But you meet a man that's 5'10", that's going to treat you wonderful. You might have to adjust that 6'2" because this man going to bring you everything you want, right? We're not stuck at that. But what it does, it gives us a general ballpark of what we're looking for, and then we know how to adjust as we go. All we're saying is you need to be crystal clear on what it is you want because there are levels. If you want this up here, you have to operate a certain way. If you here, you have to operate a certain way. If you here, there's an operation for that as well.
got it.
All right.
If
Well,
Crystal,
thank you, Crystal. Go ahead.
You.
go. If you want to send me your profile privately, I give you more detailed critique. But you look good enough, and you have great energy. You can pull what you want to pull, but I can give you more details behind the scenes if you want. Just hit me up on IG.
I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Have a
Thank
good
you,
night.
Crystal, for coming
Thank you.
up. Thank you so much, darling. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Something that a lot of women don't factor in is energy. Your
Oh, yes.
energy can take you up to the notches. And her energy was very vibrant, energetic, flowing. Good woman.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And again, I want to just let the chat know the women who are coming up tonight want the advice. So I know some of you in the comments, you're decentering men. Life is not about men for you. You don't want a man. That's totally fine. But there are women who are interested in dating, and maybe what they have been doing for the last 5 or 10 years or last year hasn't been working for them. So they're just coming up for advice from other men. Okay, so that I just want to put that forward because I do see a lot of the ladies in the chat saying things. So my thing is, if something's not working, something has to change, right? We have to do something different. So that's what tonight is about.
Okay, perfect. Hello.
Hello, Meille. Welcome in. How are you
Hi.
tonight?
I'm good. How about you?
Good, good. Thanks for coming up. So tell us how old you are, where you're from, and are you dating, married, in a relationship, or even?
Yeah. So I am 46. I'm in North Carolina, divorced, and somewhat dating. I work a lot, so not necessarily dating all the time.
Okay, all right. Fellas, do you want to give your first impression of Meille?
Very nice looking. Very nice looking.
Thank you.
The lipstick goes perfect with your complexion. Yeah, you're very nice looking lady.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
she is nice looking. I love the lipstick on you as well. That black and white sweater looks really, really good on you. Yeah, good job.
Thanks. Just coming in from work, so yeah. Just
And if
happened
that's,
to catch it in.
if that's what you look like coming in from work, I would love to see you like made up because that's a good look. You really it looks good. Definitely good.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah.
I
Yeah, I'm
think my
definitely a
first,
little shy.
I was
So I can tell you, I can go right into it. So one, I do date, not consistently enough. I travel globally for work, and so when I do find time to date, it's normally within other cities. I'm open to people in other cities as well. But what I'm looking for, I already know what my top qualities are, and that's a man with integrity, emotional intelligence, and ambition and drive like myself.
okay. Meille, you seem like you're about your business. You seem very
Yeah.
serious. Like you can be stoic at times. And
Mm-hmm.
like, do not come to me with the BS. Like that seems like your energy. Yes.
Yeah, I have a tendency to be that. I have RBF pretty frequently, but something that I'm working on is something that career-wise, I do speak as well at different conferences. So it's something that I do work on consistently because when I'm in thought, I can have a very straight face.
All right, guys. Yeah.
Well, you've been single for.
Did
2 years, actually going on 3, yeah.
Are
But
you
I've been
having
dating
issues
during
with
that
men?
time.
Are you meeting men you don't want, or what's your goal with dating?
So my goal with dating is find a life partner. I don't necessarily want to be married again, but I'm looking for life partnership and companionship. So, like I said, someone that has the emotional intelligence to understand that. I'm a parent first and foremost. My children are adults, and I'm not really looking to get married again. I'm happy with the state that I'm in, but I am interested in companionship and someone that understands me and is just able to talk, travel, talk business, have that ambition and drive as well.
What state are you in?
North Carolina,
What part?
in the Durham area.
Yeah, I'm from Charlotte. I'm from
Okay,
Charlotte. Yeah, I'm from Charlotte.
nice.
How do you typically meet men?
How do I typically? Well, normally in networking functions. So
Okay.
I go out and network a lot, just in my industry, or maybe for small businesses, or when I'm going to conferences. So normally that's how I meet people.
And how often are you? Because how often are you going out on meetups or dates or whatever? How often are you doing it?
Oh, I don't know, maybe once a month. Meetups as far as networking or meetups on actual dates.
I call them meetups. I don't really call them dates. I don't really call them dates until later on down the line. But some people call them dates. So dates you typically doing what once a month?
No, that's probably once every other month.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just because I don't have the time. Like somebody will ask, but
Mhm.
I feel like I make time for the things that I want. So when I go out to those things, I meet people, but I don't necessarily go to social clubs or anything else like that.
What's your dating age range for a guy?
It has to be 40 plus, like I'm actually probably 44 plus, preferably up to, I would say around 55.
if I just had to guess, type of guy you like might be a part of a social club. Um, I can look some up in your area. If you hit me up behind the scenes, I can tell you some in their area. But I would either join one or go to some events at one. I think your kind of guy will probably be there. But looks wise, you are very well put together.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.
I would
Thank you
work
for
on
coming
that
up, Meille.
resting bee face. I would work on that though, if I had to give something. But everything else is great.
But
Thank you.
honestly, I would say that I would say this to you because every time we've said something to you that you like, there was a smile. Honestly, for a man that's getting to know you and he's able to get into your, start dealing with you and he's able to get that smile out of you, that's almost like a reward for a particular man that's trying to get to know you because if this is how you normally are, and he knows he can come in and he says something that you really like, that's really going to pull him in because, okay, cool, she's not what I thought. She does have a sense of humor. And now the smile is coming through. And it's almost like for a certain man, like, okay, I just got rewarded. So that's a good thing. It's not always the case that you have to go around smiling and just being phony, but at the same time, just a softer appearance is all it is. That's all it is. But that smile that you give when he says something, that's going to be a major plus for a lot of men.
Understood. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Meille, for coming
Good luck
up.
to
Have a
them.
good night.
Thanks. Have a good evening.
Alrighty. I hope you guys are enjoying the live. Can we get to 100,000 likes? Again, thank you, Coach Paul and Andre, for being here tonight. If you guys see any comments that you want to address in the chat, feel free to address them because I'm sure you guys
I
are
do
seeing
too.
some.
I do. I done seen a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
want to go first, Coach? It's all you.
I just want to say to everybody in the comment, I'm in a relationship. I'm not on here trying to flirt with anybody. I'm just trying to give honest advice from a man's perspective who we know what this kind of thing needs to look like and what typically happens. But I'm in a relationship. I'm not flirting with anyone on here.
No, Andre.
Yeah. These are lovely looking ladies. I'm single and dating. Look, if I see a woman I like, I shoot. So I have no problem being direct with how I shoot. Someone asked about financial status or high value. I've made six figures. I've been in six figures for the past decade. I own real estate. I own a couple of businesses. And I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Unbiased.
Okay. And just so we can get like a lot of ladies coming up. When everyone comes up, ladies, when you come up, just give us your name, your age, where you're located, if you're dating or single, and then the guys will give their first impressions of you. All right. And guys, you can just say, I guess we can base the first impression off of their look and their energy. Because Coach Paul, you did bring up energy, so I think we should add that in, like look and energy.